Yo, welcome back to Wontowonpodcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
My daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Magic TikTok challenges for Rock the Boat and 1 in a Million.
Why wouldn't LeBron want to play with his son for
And
one?
the police is not the way to make the city better.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Wontowonpodcast. Today we got a couple of topics for y'all. The first one I kind of want to talk about is Loyal and Jayda. I think people talk about them all year long, last year too, about Loyal being sassy. I guess it's just like I'm not calling him sassy. That's what the internet's saying, that he's a little sassy. I guess it's like he like a little gymnastic little boy. He do flips and splits, and like I guess like he just don't know how to talk, so his talk kind of sound like a little girl. I don't know. That's what the internet's saying, not me. So my question I'm posing to y'all is, I kind of want y'all to see this clip, and then y'all can get like, can a little boy be sassy to y'all? Water. Okay, good job.
Lemonade.
Good job. Come on.
Hot sauce.
You got all three right.
Wait, hold on.
What?
So the challenge is to drink hot sauce?
No, it's just really guessing what's in the cup. That's all that
I get
is.
that, but you gave your child hot sauce.
But the question is, like, okay, I don't know if y'all been following, but like he been getting a lot of I feel like Jayda been getting a lot of backlash saying that like, oh, she need to let him go with little baby. Like he been around his mama too much. That's why he is quote unquote being sassy. And how do y'all feel about that?
Well, first, I got it. So I guess the question being, does a little boy need to be around his father or male figure?
Two-part question. Do y'all think a little boy can be considered sassy? And yeah, that was the first question.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a little feminine, yeah.
What makes a little boy feminine though? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, if you are raised around a lot of women without any male influence at all, for real, yeah, I mean that's kind of just. No, I'm saying like just kind of like how like you're just naturally gonna like pick that up, especially at a younger age, because that's who you're around primarily, right? Versus if it was like balanced, like you got both parents always around, or even not even your parents, you can just have just uncles, cousins, older brothers, something, coaches, teachers.
So I feel like that kind of, okay, I'm gonna let you go, Jimmy. Go ahead first.
What's your question?
Can a little boy be considered sassy?
I feel like you can't be calling no kid sassy. I don't care like what they do, whatever. Like they might have feminine traits, or might be like girly traits.
Okay, let's switch it.
Yeah, you can't be calling a little kid sassy. That's just crazy, man. Like,
would it sound better if they were just like he a little feminine? How would that sound?
Yeah, like but it kind of sound better, but still, I feel like a kid is a kid. So like, when I speaking about Loyal, I don't think that like he 5 or 6 years old or whatever. Cool, like he just being a kid. I think at a certain point, it's just a kid being a kid. So like, I don't see. No, the label is calling him sassy just fucked up. Like that's
but it's not. But so they're not saying like, okay, like sassy, like it's talking about his sexuality. He's a little kid.
No,
they're calling him gay.
I know, but I'm saying like that's not what. Okay, that's not. I'm saying so you could be feminine just because you're raised around women.
Yeah, you could
so
be
much.
feminine because you got women.
Because you're gonna pick up them traits.
Yeah.
So as a little kid, you're like a sponge.
I disagree with that though, because y'all know I'm a boy mom and my kids don't have that in them. Like they are.
But do they be around men at all?
My oldest is literally like, I'm a full-time single mom to him, and and he's 13 years old, and like I used to call him a sexist when he was little, because I'm just like, he used to be heavy on like, that's for girls. So like I disagree that being around women makes
It don't. No, it don't make you. But it's like
I don't think they can pick up their traits either.
Yeah, it could happen. It's
a lot. Yeah, you pick up traits based on where you live all the time, whether it's
okay. So I was having this conversation with somebody, and if that's the case, like, how do little girls turn into studs if they raised around single moms?
Yes, it is. No,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No,
it's the same thing.
That's your sexuality, though.
No, I'm saying little tomboys. How do girls like, say for instance, like, I'm not saying so let's switch it, but tomboys. If you grew up in a house like my cousin, she grew up in a house. My auntie was super girly, and she was a tomboy. How if we gonna use that, okay, little boys turn sassy, like, let's use it in the sense that, like, if a little tomboy little girl grew up in a house with a super girly makeup, like, how that, like, y'all can't.
No, I feel like it's the way that you like what you like and what you do. So like you could pick up traits from people that raised you or you grew up from, but it's like at the same token you don't have to.
So let's just say
that could be your own person. Yeah, that could be literally, that could be for real. Literally, that could be literally him, how he want to be as his personality, or he could have picked it up being around his mom. It's either way. It's just like the stud or the tomboy. It's like she could be into makeup or something like that, or she could just go into, she like cars, or she can like basketball, she can like football instead of watching cheerleading. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the traits that you have within yourself, but then it's like living with a person, or like being being raised by a person that could influence how you act as well. So it's like, I say both are true, but it's like
I don't think it can affect you, because I guess my fight is just like, they just say like the reason why, and I think it's just such a weird thing to say, like, black men come gay because they didn't have daddies, and I think that's just so weird to put that on a black mom.
That's sexuality. That's not.
Yeah, but you know, like a lot of people say that though, like, oh, the reason why all these men gay because they don't got no daddy, and I'll be like, what the, like, how the hell?
But we know that's not the case though, because you can be around a bunch of men your whole life, and that's your sexuality.
And then also, in the Jayda in this situation, they fault on her. Like, if they feel like he too feminine, why the hell little baby ain't getting his goddamn son? How is it her fault? Like, she got to be tough around her goddamn son when little baby.
I don't think it's necessarily tough, but again, kind of like we saying, how you're raised. You can be raised with all women, but they still treat you like how they would treat a little boy. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I don't think she's just like, do this. I feel like that's his little personality, and I don't feel like she should have to change how she's parenting him when he has a dad. Like, why don't the dad?
You don't gotta change in general. That's just him as a kid. He's like, you say he's 5 or 6. That's a sponge age. He's not into his own like self. Everything into him.
He is.
Listen. But everything that he know before that came from being in close proximity to his parents.
So why he ain't like a little goddamn thug like little baby?
That's not the same. How they're treating him too. They're not raising like he's finna go on the fucking streets. He's a millionaire.
But how are they raising him?
I don't know how they're raising him.
Right. So that's the point I'm trying to. Right.
No, but we can't get specific. We don't know these people. I'm saying, give an example, like what a kid knows before they get into like regular school on the regular. That comes mainly from their family, their inner family too, not like their cousins or aunties, like people that you're around all the time. That shapes your personality.
But that's the thing about, like, even like with school and stuff. Like, you go pick up, you have friends, you have homies, you have everything you see at school. A lot of these kids picking up that stuff from school. A lot of people picking that stuff up on the walk home from school, or picking up like the radio, TikTok, YouTube. They seeing all this stuff. They building their personality up. So it's like, I feel like it's not just
as a mom, because like I got a 4-year-old right now, and he never touched school. He around both of us. He around his dad, he around me, and like I feel like he just has his own personality, and I don't think his daddy was enforcing like, oh, that's for girls, that's for boys. Like, he just like, okay, even in the sense of like, if stand on the Sassy conversation, Derrick Rose had this interview, and it kind of made me like look at him weird as hell, because he was just like, he felt like his oldest son is little sassy because he been around his mom more, and he felt like he like kind of guilted himself. I don't believe that. I feel like, me personally feel like, because I'm a boy mom and my kids never had that I never had to get him like, that's for girls. Like, no, they never had that. I feel like it's just in them. Like, if they are going to grow to be gay, it's not because they've been around their mom and they picked up some female traits. It's because that's what the hell they like from a little kid. It be little kids, little boys, that's one that prefer dolls over trucks, versus my sons always preferred.
That's actually a thing though. That's conditioning.
It's not like, so say for instance, a little boy goes to Walmart, and he naturally goes to dolls, and he's the only kid in the house. How is that a condition?
No. A condition mean, like you said, the girls want dolls, boys.
It's not a condition. It's conditioning.
Like,
So that's
but what if they just naturally want it?
It's not.
No,
what he's
like,
saying. I'm sorry.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah, you
like,
get what he's saying. Okay.
Society makes that for us too. Like when you go, like, okay, somebody has a boy, what you do? Get blue stuff, right? Get blue toys, get like firefighter stuff, trucks, whatever. That's like just naturally how society is. So that's conditioning. Now, if a little boy wants to go play with dolls as he gets to the store, that's just like you said, it's him just want to play with it. But
now, would you stop it? Because you kind of said Lawyer was sassy.
Honestly, yeah. If you're like at a certain age, yeah.
I don't think I would stop it because I had took this class before, and it's just like I feel like some little boys need that. Like, even remember when they was doing that whole little thing about the little boys wanted like a little house for Christmas and stuff like that. It was like this whole little Facebook thing. And I'm like, those are just essential skills that everyone should know in life, like how to feed yourself, how to clean up for yourself, like how to, and like it was an uproar because everybody was just like, that's for little girls, and I'm just like, toys are toys.
I mean, that's a little bit more understandable than actual doll. Like literally, we go to like the Barbie doll section. What color is it? Pink and purple. Why does
it matter though?
I'm saying, listen. Okay. I'm saying that's how society kind of shapes us anyway.
Would you let your son go to there and get a Barbie doll if he wanted one?
No, especially over a certain age. No.
What if he was 2 years old and he attracted himself to a Barbie doll?
At 2 years old, you can get whatever I put in your hand.
No, what if he is walking and he runs up and he wants it and he hollering?
That's the thing. At 2 years old, you're gonna be happy with whatever you get. But yeah, they might show interest. I hear what you're saying.
This is the example. You put your baby down.
I would take it from him.
Why would you take it though?
Cause he's 2. He's just doing stuff just to do it. He'll be happy with whatever else I give him.
No, like you're not a dad. Like them kids get fixated now. They gonna fall out. They're gonna do this because they want that one thing.
I'm saying at 2 though. Older than that though, like yeah, you're still not getting it because like at a certain point, you do gotta kind of shape them to.
So then, what if your son grew up and they said that they was gay? Would you have her like? Would you be?
That's fine. That has nothing to do with film. You can,
but it starts at that age.
But that doesn't make you gay.
But no, I'm just saying, I think it kind of started at that age because, okay, say for instance, okay, the little boy, and then they grow up, and now, like, at 5, you're like, oh, no, that's for little girls, and at 5, like, I do feel like sometimes, like, people know at a younger age, like, we were in 3rd grade knowing what type of sex that we wanted. We was in 3rd grade kissing and stuff like that. So, like, I'm just saying, I feel like it kind of... In 3rd grade, we were kissing. In 3rd grade, y'all wasn't in there like doing them little pecks. Like we wasn't kissing.
9 and 10 years old.
We wasn't kissing, but we were like doing peck. Like
catch a girl, freak a girl.
That's why y'all had bumps. So y'all going up.
Now, like it wasn't like we were too advanced, but exactly like we just knew what we liked and stuff like that. So I feel like in the sense of that, it's just like, say for instance, now you're just like, oh no, that's for girls. That's for girls. Like that's how I feel like people go into this like the closet. Because like now, like my daddy keep telling me this is for fucking girls, but I like that.
See, that's the thing. Okay, what you gotta say?
I was gonna say, based on what you were just saying, like, okay, they growing up, they start wondering, like, okay, like they're 5 years old. Oh, that's for girls. That goes on the rest of your life too. So, like, example, I just had a conversation with somebody. I said, I think that all men should know how to change a tire at least, and that's something I would want to give my kids, my son, knowledge on as soon as he's like a teenager. Like, yo, that's a survival tactic. And as a man, I feel like all men should know how to do that. So that's kind of like, okay, I'm shifting you towards this in a way. It goes down to even just 2 years old getting a certain toy to now. So now, okay, I'm expected to.
But you conditioning. So like, not me saying like, now I'm happy that my sons are not gay. But like, if they were gay, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it's just only because like, you know, you want grandkids, stuff like that. I don't have a problem. My sisters, my brothers, my cousin, like literally, I'm the only straight kid. So I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just saying, like, I do feel like what you're saying, like, you are conditioning your kid to like grow up and not be gay because like.
No, that's not. No, sexuality has nothing to do with.
Let me say something. I feel like to answer your question, if my son wanted a doll or like I try to give him an action figure or something cool. He don't want the action figure. He want the Little Mermaid doll, whatever. Like, okay, if he go act the fool, like in the beginning, if he say like a 2-year-old, of course I'm gonna get him Bluey or whatever the fuck that's out there for the 2-year-olds, something that's for the 2-year-old. But if he like 7 or 8, he be like, hey pops, like I really want this doll. Like I like the doll better than like G.I. Joe.
But they're not gonna explain it like
no,
that.
He be like, I want this doll. I don't want that one. I want this one. Well, however he explain it, if he really want that one, then it's like, I'm not gonna tell him no. Like for instance, like if he want, if I try to give him a drum set for Christmas, and he like, no, I want the easy bake oven. Like, you think I'm gonna tell my son like, you ain't finna get no fucking easy bake oven? I feel like that's just fucked up. Like, get him the easy bake oven
I feel
if
like
he want the easy bake oven.
A lot of parents like, and I'm not saying like we do it like on purpose. But like a lot of us do try to stick to those norms of just like this for boys and this for girls, and it's just like I feel like sometimes like we are the problem in the fucking world. Like why can't kids just play with toys? Because they're just fucking toys.
It's just a toy. So like, but it's the fact that like what we was conditioned and what we actually normalized as human beings to see what's for boys and what's for women and what's for men and what's for girls. So it's like it's the fact that like it's like accepting your kid for exactly who they are as a person, because they're like you can steer them into all the right directions, and you tell them to go right, they go still go left. Like everything they want to do, they go end up doing. So it's like it's just the fact that you have to let them make their decisions and make them actually get their feet wet and let them see stuff. So it's like, but as far as like changing the tire, I feel like everybody should know how to change the tire, and I feel like that's like it's great for like I know how to change the tire, but my brother didn't know how to change the tire. I taught him how to change the tire, but it's the fact that like men are conditional. Men are the structure or like the ones that actually fix things and show things and stuff. But I feel like just like cooking, like women are usually the nurturers and women are usually the ones in the house cooking and Sunday dinner and stuff like that. But then like it's okay for a man to cook. It's okay for a man to clean up the house. It's okay. So like when you living by yourself, what's gonna call your mama every time to see how you cook this? What's the recipe? Oh, can you come clean my room? Can you wash my clothes? It's a human necessity. Yeah. A human necessity to do all these things. So it's like it should not be just man changing tires, man changing oils, man cutting hair, man cutting the grass, man doing carpentry. Like women can actually do this shit too, just like healthcare. Like I'm a nurse, so it's like it's the fact that like we got out of all my classes, it's about like 4 or 5 guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's like it's like certain stuff is necessity. Like, man should know how to do CPR as well. Man should know how to treat boo boos. Man should know how to like put a band-aid. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's like man should be able to know all this stuff. It should be different things. But like take it back.
Like, I'm gonna take care of your boo boo.
No, to that argument though, so should we stop doing the? Like, but to no,
it's not stopping. I feel like it shouldn't
like,
be no we.
No,
that's the thing. It shouldn't be no we, because I feel like it's whatever you do in your household with your kid. It's like I feel like how Jayda raised Loyal. That's his mama. That's his daddy. You can't go in there telling people how they go raise their kids, what they gonna do. They paying for this motherfucking education. They paying for his healthcare. They taking care of that boy. Like we can't go around telling people how to take care of their kids. We can give them advice or give them examples or give them something.
Of course, but I'm
like, you can't. I want to say stop the whole thing, because like, who are we to tell people to stop doing something? And like to take it back, it's like with the pink and the blue, because then like once upon a time, blue was given to baby girls because it was seen as soft and feminine, and pink it was given to a man because it was seen as hard and like more tough. You know what I'm saying? And then one day somebody accidentally put the pink on the girl, and they said, "Oh, pink is for girls." Because pink is the closest thing to red, and red is like seen as strong and powerful. So that's why I was giving it to the boys. So like it's a lot of stuff, even like with the high heels. Like man used to wear high heels, and that's how used to know motherfuckers used to have money back in the day. Like man used to wear high heels, and women used to wear flats and regular shoes.
That shit to the 70s.
No, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit used to be a certain way, but it's like a tradition changes, and like when the time goes on, certain things adapt to different things. Like for instance, like we used to like listen to certain music. Now the young niggas out here listen to whatever they listen to, and like it just keep changing. So like we just have to understand within our generation what we're gonna do for our kids, and it's like the next generation has to figure out what they're gonna do with their kids. It's like tradition gonna always be there, but we just gotta figure out what we're gonna do for ours. And I feel like the thing about being a sassy kid, like I feel like taking it back to like the mom and raising a son, because like my sister got 4 boys. So it's like they all like be out there playing football, trying to kill each other. Like they don't be on no crybaby stuff. Like they really like hardcore boys. But then at the same token, I got some cousins that's like raised by moms, and they was like a little softer. So it's just how you raise your kid. So it's like you said that you don't think that it's gonna be like a connection or a correlation to that, but I think it is. I think it's how you raise them up. Like it's no disrespect to nobody. Like it's because. Who defines soft? Who defines hard? Who defines ghetto? Who defines that's not tough or like Doug? Or like it's a lot of stuff. So it's like when I think about it, my idea of the things is like, would you like a guy baking cakes, or would you like the guy out there killing niggas? So like I feel like it's like you know what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's court because like you won't. Cause y'all mad at Loyal for being this soft little kid or being like feminine or like sassy or
and they did that on Facebook though. They had put two comparisons.
No.
They put a little thug, like not a thug, but like a little boy who sagged. And they compared. They was like, which one? And a lot of men was in the comments like they'll pick the little.
Cause the little rapper boy talks. I forget his name. I listened to like he had the little 20+1, 20 versus 1. He had 20 little girls in front of him trying to pick out which one he go take with him, and then he got the song how he in the clubs fucking bitches, how he drinking this, he on lean.
Would you prefer that or Loyal?
I just feel like
neither. No, both back,
bro. That's the thing. It's like I feel like it's not really.
But see,
it's a catch-22 on both sides. Because if you want to be, because me personally, be who you gonna be. If you want to be out there in the streets, I'm not finna. I'll bail you out of jail one time. You go back to jail, it's on you, brother. Like I said, I'm not finna be taking care of no jailbird and doing other shit. If you out here want to be out here singing Mariah Carey to the top of your lungs, what you rather have him out here praising Rihanna, Beyonce, and them, or out here killing these niggas? It's just like I don't know.
That's not the same. First off, society is gonna split that up regardless. Like as kids get older, they start separating like the genders based on like interests. Anyway, look like in school as you get older, things become way more separate. Like when kids are really little, girls and boys play on the same sports teams. As they get older, they switch to girls to boys. They get even older, get to like middle school, high school. Now, girls are like definitely different because of their bodies now. Boys are too. Different things they're doing now, right? So, it's just gonna be separated. So I just say like, might as well just keep up with the trend.
No, ain't no trend. That's the thing. Like
that's society though. Like no, that's society.
The tradition, not the trend. The tradition.
I mean, it's a trend because.
But I feel like if you say it's a trend, the trend going out the way because now we got non-binary people, right?
It's the trend is this.
So wouldn't the trend if we got non-binary people be to like teach kids everything?
I don't think that's
not the trend.
No.
That is the generation now.
That's something they're trying to force onto people.
They're not trying to force that onto people. That's how people identify themselves.
Yeah.
That's not nobody.
No. You said that's not the same as what I'm saying. Like. Putting like actuation in a boy's hand and a.
But I'm saying, but now that's the trend now. Like we have
no,
boys.
I'm saying like society's already doing
because
that.
we have boys and girl bathrooms. We have non-binary bathrooms. So that it's not being forced on us. People are now identifying themselves. So I don't want to say like it's being forced. That's how people identify themselves. So if to what y'all trying to make is if that's the way everything is going, should we stop doing that? Because like now people are coming out non-binary, whatever.
But
all
not
of
as kids, I don't think
it is some kids.
No, I'm saying I don't think they should do that with kids.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I feel like personally that's why so many men are in the closet. I feel like that's why it takes so many people to come out and just be themselves, just because like we are pushing this narrative like that's for boys, that's for girls, you don't do this, girls do this and boys do that.
That doesn't determine sexuality though.
But no, I feel like it starts at like little ages with little boys, because like a lot of stuff, like a lot of and I'm not even saying a lot of men that come out the closet, it be like hood men that be in the closet, but because from a little age they were taught this is for boys and you can't do this because that's for girls and you gotta like girls, especially from their dads.
Yeah, but look, let me ask you a question. Don't you think that causes maybe a little more confusion then? If you have a little,
no, it doesn't.
No, listen.
The thing that causes, go ahead.
Say you got a little kid, only like 4 years old. He's into Barbie dolls, right? You get into Barbie dolls. Now next year, I want to be Cinderella for Halloween. Now he wants.
It's only gonna be confusion to you because you feel like that's not the norm.
What you mean? That's not normal.
That's normal for them. That's normal for that little kid to like that. Who are we to say that's not normal for them?
But
it's not normal for you because you were brought up that this is boys and this is for girls.
No. But you're putting a little boy in.
If that's what they say they like.
Clothes. I don't agree with that. I think you still got to steer them
that's
to what
your norm.
But look, once you get older, I have no problem. Once you're old enough to actually make the decision for yourself, yeah. But 4 and 5, nah. They just do, like you said, kids just do
I get what
right?
you're saying. I get what both of y'all saying.
So imagine, okay, he's wearing girl clothes.
But
well,
if they're just doing it though, like what's the harm?
But listen, you're wearing girls' clothes as a little kid. Now you're getting older. You're still somewhat comfortable with that, but you're straight. You know you're straight, right?
What?
Now you get to the now you get to the age where you're starting to date now. You don't think that might cause a little confusion?
On whose part?
I can explain it to
The
you.
kid. What you mean?
No, I can explain it
Go
to you
ahead.
because like the confusion come in as the society is not accepting it. So
That's
now
what it is.
I'm confused on what I need to do to get accepted by society. So for your question about the dress or whatever, if you want to be Cinderella, I honestly I don't know if I let my son dress up as Cinderella for Christmas. I mean for Halloween. I feel like honestly we have a conversation about it, see like if this really what you want to do. But then it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the blogs or the tweet and like the Facebook, they want to say they can be boys can be princesses too and stuff like that. It caused a big old debate like why the fuck y'all got these boys dressing up in dresses and stuff like that. But honestly, at a certain age, you know what you like. So that if you want to wear a dress, you don't want to wear the pants, you don't want to wear the boots, you don't want to wear you want to wear you want to be a princess. A lot of little boys want to be princesses, and I feel like
it's
if
our
you can't,
society norms that's putting it
so
on
like,
them.
I feel like that it's like you can't fault them for what they like, and it's like they might grow out of it, they might not. So like there's a lot of kids that I know that actually was wearing like skirts and stuff and like getting caught wearing their sister clothes and stuff like that. It's like stuff like that. Actually, it's like they having their true self to actually be who they really gonna be because you telling them no, they can't do that. Now on the flip side of you, like you being a father, your son coming to you talking, I want to wear this dress. Hell, you're not finna let your son wear no dress. So like, what the fuck is you? No, you finna go put on no fucking pants. You finna go put on no boots. What the fuck you think this is? You're not finna put on no dress.
But then that's
in
another
the closet. Thing. But then it's like at the same, it's not.
Though. You could be straight.
It can be no. That's the thing.
So,
but no, that can. What she's saying about the sexuality thing. So like, with me thinking about cross dressing. Me thinking about cross-dressing or dressing as a female when I'm a male, it's like that. It's something in my mind is triggering that I would like this feminine stuff. But then you can't say that because everybody that wear feminine stuff ain't gay or bisexual. Just like Prince. Prince would wear some high heels. Prince had his ass out. Prince had a blowout. Prince had his head done. Prince had his nails done. Prince had everything. Everybody, that nigga gay, that nigga gay, that nigga gay. He fuck your mama, your sister, your baby mama, your wife. He can go around fucking everybody. And then like, when Michael Jackson told him to do the song, he said he wasn't doing the song because it said Joe Budden's mine. He said, who you gonna sing that to? Because you ain't singing that to me. Prince wasn't gay.
That's what I'm saying.
He was just feminine. So I see what y'all talking about. It's two sides to the story, but y'all just gotta hear each other out. Because at the same token, you could be right and she could be right. But the truth is, you gotta let these kids be who they want to be. You can't force them. Just like we talked about a long time ago about the Wayne Wade song. Where his daughter, he want to be called daughter. He don't want to be like he's in the process. I think he's like 16 now or something like that.
He think grown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he started out as a kid saying that he wanted to be a girl. He said, don't call me no boy. I'm not a boy. I want to switch my sex. So it's like that's just the idea of like you have to accept them for who they are. Because a lot of these kids killing themselves. A lot of these parents killing their kids. It's like a lot of it goes deep. And it's like go to the DL.
Wait. I'm not talking about like a kid, like a teenager like that.
No, I'm talking.
4-year-old.
He started off as a kid.
He started off real young.
And I'm saying, as a 4-year-old, you don't even have no real interest in your sexuality. Like
no, yes, you do. A kindergarten kid,
like that.
No.
Not sexuality, but you know if you like boy toys or girl toys.
No,
that's
y'all both wrong. No. And kindergarten kids know.
Yeah, they have little girlfriends.
No, I'm not talking about like playing around, thinking like, oh, that's my girlfriend, that's my boyfriend. No, literally, kids.
I know what you're talking about. Kids are they are sexually attracted.
They
age to
experiment. Kids start experimenting like in kindergarten with certain stuff, and it's like they actually see it's a penis, they see it's a vagina, they see it's a girl, they see it's a boy, so they start experimenting with certain stuff. Like a lot of kids actually play with themselves like at a young age that we don't pay attention to it as a society, but in learning this shit about anatomy and physiology, like kids actually.
Well, you know, because I'm
do stuff, and they're interested in certain stuff.
I got to the age with my kids, I'm like, you a little looky, like, so I'm just like now, like, we got to have some privacy too, because I had little boys, so like, I totally get what you're talking about. Yeah.
So kids, like, at a certain age, like I said, it start in kindergarten, like girls might try to experiment with a girl or do that. They do shit like that, and people just think, oh, they just kids. They don't know. They don't see. Yes, they do. They understand. Like their mind is starting to open up on the idea of sexuality and touching and understanding.
But
like
see, then also not into the sexuality part where it's like how you are as a teenager, where you're really more engaged, more intimate. Your mind is more focused on actually like.
No, their mind is not as developed as a teenager yet, but it's like at the same time.
It's a little different.
It's a little different, but it's at the same token. It's like okay, to clarify what I'm trying to say, kids in kindergarten do experiment with certain stuff, and they do think about sexuality. They do work on certain things. So it's like to see to clarify what you're saying, basically that as your mind is more mature when you reach a certain age.
Yeah, and that's why I said as a young kid, I think as a parent, you should like guide them, not what they like sexuality, of course. I'm saying like as far as like what you're doing in society, you're shaping your kid for society. If they learn to do other stuff as they get older, that's fine. But at a certain age, I feel like you gotta hold your kids' hands with some stuff.
I feel like I understand what you're saying, but you can show them what you want them to see, but then they can still go understand and find out what they want to find out.
Agreed,
So it's like, I feel like the thing about it is like with sexuality or like with just if not sexuality, if boys want to dress feminine, if girls want like a girl instead of a girl want to wear a dress, she want to wear the suit to church.
I feel like it's only a problem when the little boy want to wear a dress, because if a little girl like she want to wear a suit, it'll be like okay.
No, it's been I've seen that as well.
Like,
so like
I'm saying like it is because my auntie used to do that too. She supports her, but like I'm just saying like the higher chances of be like you cave and like okay go ahead and just wear the suit from a little boy wearing a dress is like this.
Yeah, because like society ain't gonna let no boy wear no dress. So it's like that's just really and at the end of the day, it's just what it is, society. So it's like what you gonna be within yourself. You gotta. So I feel like you have to instill that into your kids. You have to instill that and that to be
norm.
unique and be true and real with themselves and happy with themselves. Are you happy with yourself at the end of the day? So it's like at a certain age, it's like when high school, like it's a lot of. I ain't gonna say that, never mind. But it's like it's in high school, like niggas don't understand who they gonna be with themselves. Like it's like who their true self. Females do the same thing. They don't understand what they gonna be with their true self. So they have to actually understand what they're gonna be and live with that. Like a lot of people get to college and start going crazy because they ain't never really lived their true life. So it's like I feel like you can't fault no kid for wanting to be a kid, and you can't fault a kid for wanting to experiment and try new things. You can't force them to be in this box and then just think that they gonna be okay, because a lot of motherfuckers be mentally unstable.
I feel like
that.
just giving them the option. I feel like a lot of times, like even our parents probably took the option away from us, just like being like, well, this is what, because it's just like you can just have a conversation, like, do you like this? Like,
exactly.
what makes you like this?
That's the thing.
And
just
that's
have
all
a conversation.
So it's just like, don't be like, well, society say you don't like this, like, and they like, I don't get no hell because they don't know about society. They just know what they like.
Just have a conversation. Like at a certain age, like you can sit down with your kid, be open with the conversation. Y'all can talk about sexuality. Y'all can talk about boy girls things for society. Y'all can talk about the norms of society. Y'all can talk about the life. Like just have a comment. Like actually open up for like they can be open to come communicate with you, for they won't be thinking something wrong with them. Because then like even though they like girl things, they can, like, there's a lot of flamboyant men out here that's not gonna have no sex with no man, that's out here eating all the pussy, fucking all the bitches, getting bitches pregnant. They just flamboyant. And it's like a lot of girls out here that's tomboys out here that's not gay. So I feel like it's just you have to let them know it's okay to be themselves. Like you can't be forcing them into a box and thinking they gonna grow up to be okay when they gonna be fucked up in the head. Because it's like they don't know right from wrong and they don't know which way to go.
But I think at a young age that doesn't like fuck you up. You're forcing them to you're not beating the shit into them like, yo, you gotta be like this. No, I'm saying you just guiding them to what. Okay, this is for a boy, this is for a girl. It's the same thing. No, it's not.
No, let them finish. Let them finish.
The same thing.
Go ahead.
Like forcing, like, okay, anything feminine, you can't touch it. If I see you touch a Barbie doll, I'm hitting you. I'm getting that out your head ASAP. It's almost like the same as saying like you would guide your kid away from age appropriate stuff, right? So like movies that might be a little more too much graphic, too vulgar, maybe explicit sexual stuff out in the open. That stuff you wouldn't just give your kid the freedom to just explore at a young age, right? You would gradually let them do that over time. I look at it the same way.
That's different though. Like,
of course I ain't gonna
let my 6-year-old.
I wanted to. Well, you can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I like what Jay is saying, but I feel like this conversation, like if y'all could add in, I just want to hear if y'all could add in, because like society, while like in the household, you should let your kid do what they want to do, but I feel like there's a need for you to discuss like how society will see it, because like you can't really completely discount how society is going to see it, because then the kid is going to end up getting fucked up by the society. Like when we was growing up, if it's a gay kid in school, I wasn't doing it, but it was plenty of people that was gonna believe the kid that was being gay, or like for example, if you let your kid go to school in a dress or a skirt or something like that, okay, you can let them do it at home, but what are the consequences then of letting them do it at school? You can tell them to be their authentic self, but there's going to be an inevitable consequence. Now they're going to be fucked up by the people there that don't accept that. So that's just something I want to chime in.
Yeah, so I feel like if somebody don't accept it, you gotta understand everybody not gonna accept you. So that's the conversation that you're gonna have when you sit down and talk to them and understand like everybody not gonna accept this shit. If this what you want to do, make sure you go be stand 10 toes down and do this shit 100%. What you gonna do? Right. You can't be afraid to be your true self.
Even if they don't do it in grammar school. So eventually, like it's just like eventually, if overall that's what they want to do in their adulthood, now they just gonna be uncomfortable in their adulthood because like now they just really embracing their true self. So it's still gonna be uncomfortable because you hid it for so long. So I totally understand like bullies and stuff like that, but it's adult bullies in the fucking world too.
But I think as an adult, you're more equipped to understand.
Absolutely not.
No,
adults kill themselves all the time.
No. You now listen to me. I said adults have more of the mental capacity to understand that society won't accept everything versus a child at 4 and 5 who just wants people to like them.
Not every adult can. Like
I didn't say every adult. I said adults are more likely to understand that than a 4 or 5 year old.
I feel like a 4 and 5. Okay, a 4 and 5
would be more welcoming than an adult.
But that's the thing.
A 4 or 5 year old.
They got everything. Either way it goes, like, somebody might get bullied. But I feel like what you're trying to say. I think like as it could be an age gap or like an age limit to introducing them to certain stuff. That is true. And I feel like a 4 or 5 year old might be saying certain things, but you have to listen to them. Some 4 and 5 year olds are smart and intelligent and mature, and they can actually break down to you what they're trying to say and actually break it down for you to understand. Y'all have an actual conversation, with intellectual conversation. It ain't about Google Gaga. It ain't about no. My favorite color is Dre. You know what I'm saying? Some of these 4 and 5 year olds are smart as fuck, so y'all can actually talk to them and actually understand how they thinking and actually explain this shit to them in a 4 or 5 year old conversation. But it's like I feel like just neglecting how they feel and because they have emotions, they have feelings, they have a brain as well. You can't just say, oh, since he want to wear pink. Oh no, you ain't wearing no fucking pink because pink is a girl color. Like I said, so like I feel like certain stuff you can't just neglect them on because they are human as well. They have emotions and they have feelings too. So I just feel like just listen and communicate with them. But it's like, I feel like with the movie thing, I think like for instance like my sister didn't want me to play like The Wood and stuff for my little nephews or whatever. Like we watched The Wood. I bought them The Wood Friday, and I think The Wood Friday and Brown Sugar or something. It was some type of movies. She ain't want them to watch The Wood on Friday. She only let them watch Brown Sugar. I bought them like The Matrix and like Fast and Furious and type shit like that. She let them watch The Matrix, but she didn't let them watch Fast and Furious. So it's just like certain stuff that she like. Oh no, they not mature enough to see this type of stuff. And I was like, why? Because we watched The Wood. I was watching Players Club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel,
Belly.
You know what I'm saying? I was watching Belly. So like, I feel like I don't understand like the idea of, like shielding these new kids because like I feel like why? I feel like it's like okay, we can raise them better than we were raised, but at the same token, like a 14, 15-year-old should be able to watch Belly, should be able to watch The Wood, should be able to watch certain shit that we grew up on.
Like a 4 or 5 year old though.
Well, a 4 and 5 year old, and then even like that, like we talk about that. I know we didn't say it yet, but say it at all. But like the heterosexual normally society right now, like the 4 and 5 year old, we watching Cinderella, or we watching like Aladdin, or we watching shit like that. But then like Aladdin and Princess Jasmine was together, they was kissing. And then, like, Sleeping Beauty couldn't wake up until Prince Charming came and kissed her to wake up. So I feel like that was okay to show kids that, like, you can kiss a girl or, like, you get a little boy and
get on the playground.
No,
imitate.
But I'm not even that far yet because, like, I feel like it was okay to show that. You know what I'm saying? It was okay. Simba and Nala was damn near fucking on Lion King. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's okay to show that, but then let Lil Bill or whoever the fuck touch a boy's hand and say, "Oh, I like you as a friend" or something. Now that's just too gay. They pushing the narrative. They trying to force gayness on LGBT on everybody. That's against you can't do that. But then we've been getting forced heterosexual normally for like our whole life, and it was okay. And I feel like that's the thing that people need to understand. It's like it's a catch-22, or like you can't say one without the other because like although gayness or homosexuality or like bisexuality, LGBT community is coming to the light now. RuPaul been out since before we was even born. Like motherfuckers been gay forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the thing about that is like people need to understand you can't be saying one without the other. You can't be saying no without saying yes. And it's like I feel like if your kid is gay, you can't force them to be straight. But then it's like, once again, I say it again. Just because he want to dress up as a princess don't mean he go grow up and be gay. Just because she want to dress up as Young Thug or she want to dress up as like Lil Wayne don't mean she go grow up and be
I
gay.
had a joke, but I'm not even gonna say it.
No, I'm just saying. I just feel like you get what I'm saying.
I like
But
your
that-
point.
that-
I like your point. I'm not gonna lie, cause to the point of that, like these little gay kids grew up watching that, and they still didn't want the opposite sex.
Yeah, so like you can grow up in a 2-parent household. Your mama and your daddy been. You see them kissing. You see them get in touch. Oh, beautiful. You see them cooking dinner. You see him coming in with the roses. You see him rubbing her feet. Y'all in the family room watching movies. Y'all having family time. You see mom. You was at the wedding. You see mom and
You was
dad
at
get
the
married.
wedding.
Married. You know what I'm saying? So you. But at the same token, if you want to be gay, you gonna be gay. If you can't wash the gay away. You can't pray the gay away. You can't beat the gay away. Like a lot of these people be trying to do that, and it's like it's not working. That's why they be committing suicide. That's why these parents be killing their kids. That's why it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But at the same token, at the end of the day, what I really want to say is just please be yourself. Just be 100% yourself. Adults, teenagers, young kids, like that's the thing. I feel like everybody's just trying to fit into this box that like America has created. Cause like Italians, the Italian man is so feminine. Like most Italian men is like really, you would think he gay. And he's
But
just
that's their
Italian.
cultural
That's
norm, though.
That's the cultural
different,
norm.
though.
But that's
We
the thing.
talking about that now. over here.
That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like everybody. America has this
So
like
maybe it's the black
blueprint.
cultural norm.
America has a blueprint, and then like black people has a blueprint, then like white people got a blueprint. Everybody get their own blueprint, right?
Because you know
But
the
then
white men they be playing gay, and it's like norm for them. So I do feel like it do just come for like the black like.
I don't think it's just
No,
black people because there's
not.
some white people that be tripping
For
about
sure,
their
but
kids being gay
like,
too.
yeah.
But I just feel like at the same token, I feel like it's different cultures for different people. Different cultures have different mindsets or hindsight or vantage points when it comes to like sweetness or sassiness or sassiness or like man being like homosexual. Because a lot of guys like the black community, a lot of black guys would love his girlfriend to bring a shorty home and he got a threesome with this bitch and his shorty. But then, like, if a nigga say, "Oh, I want to bring a nigga home," she finna dump this nigga. Like, she ain't finna be with him, or like the vice versa. If she say, "I want to bring a nigga home," and y'all both smash, he not finna let. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just the idea.
Wait,
of
we
like,
ain't talking about kids. What the fuck we talking
no,
about now?
no, sorry. It's
Wait,
just.
hold on.
I'm just
That's
getting.
like
You
a
talking about
fucking
five?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just getting into the
Can't be
whole
in the
point.
same episode.
No, the kid back. I'm just saying the fact that like the homosexuality, bisexuality, all that stuff. When you think about it, it's just frowned upon when it's a man and not a woman. Like women get away with certain things like when it comes to sexuality, but it's like when a man try to be sexually fluent or want to do something, then he automatically gay or he automatically gonna like he might like for instance, a bisexual man come to Brent and say, "Hey, you look good. What about boom, boom, boom?" Her homegirl say, "Girl, that was Brad ex-boyfriend. I sank them." Well, Brenda gonna be like, "What, nigga? Delete." So like, you obviously she already knows she not gonna fuck with no bisexual nigga. So it's like it's the thing. It's like I feel like
It's preference. It's just preference.
It's-
You fucked with a gay dude before?
Never.
see
It's
that's the
just
thing.
preference.
It's not no gay dude. A gay
Hold on,
dude.
wait,
It's
wait.
bisexual.
You ever thought you did?
Oh my no, because like that's the thing. That's the thing. A gay nigga not finna come to Brenda and try to hop on Brenda. You know what I'm saying? A gay nigga is gay. Like he like niggas. So it's like I feel like the thing about it. I'm telling you right. I'm telling you, I'm not true.
I don't know. I done dated a man. I'm like, wait a second.
I'm telling you the honest God truth. A gay man gonna be like, "Girl, you look good today." Some. A bisexual
I done
nigga.
dated
A
a man that
pansexual
made
nigga?
his mustache before. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's different. That's some DL shit. That's some other shit. We don't really. That's
Brenda
some
looking
other
at her dude like,
conversation.
you sound a little bit too much with that hip out, my boy.
But no,
But it's you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying though. I think the moral of the story is everyone should teach like be more accepting. Like I feel like be more accepting to like and teach. I think I teach my kids that all the time to be more accepting. Like even when it comes to like kids with autism, disabilities, and stuff like that. Like because like I had to teach my son. Y'all know my son. He had meningitis at the end of the year. He had went into he was on in a coma for a week. And like he changed over this whole look, and I'm just like I tell you all the time, like some can like switch like this. So I feel like the world just needs to be a little bit more accepting to everybody, like gay, straight, disability. If you see a boy in a dress or whatever, like I feel like it ain't you. So like, why the hell do you care? And I feel like that's the real problem. Like people be worried about
But
shit
you
don't
can't
even
teach your
pertain
kids
to
not
them.
to care.
You can teach your kid that people like what they like. Yes, you can. Like I teach my kid like
no, that's
if you see
different
something
than
that's
caring. I'm saying like not your kids. Just say
well,
society.
I'm not saying teaching them not to care, but you can teach them that everyone is different. Everyone has different mentalities. Everyone has different brains. Just because this is a little boy and you like this little boy might not like, and that just go for like toys. Like just because you like to play with Pokemon, he might like to play with just cars. Like I feel like you just have to be accepting to that, because if that was the case, like what's the difference? Like everyone's not gonna like the same thing, and that's what we should just teach our kids. Everyone don't like the same thing, and that's okay.
I think that's true, and I feel like the bottom line is just respect. It's like you might not like something, but you don't have to, like, you might not disagree, but you don't have to be disrespectful.
Teach your kid not to be fucking bullies. That's what it really come down to.
You don't have to be disrespectful.
The little bullies that be in school because they have little big bully parents at home.
Sometimes, because like some of them bullies be at school trying to play tough because they get their ass whipped, or they you know what I'm saying, they on their ass at home. But it's like,
or like followers. Teach your kids not to be leaders. I tell my kids all the time, like, you want to be a leader or a follower. So I'm like, some like in the instance of that, like I had my son become friends with his bully. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's going on, Dad? Like, at that point, I'm like, you a follower for sure, because I don't know what you got going on.
Ain't no be your friends with no bully. I remember my auntie and my cousin used to, hey, he bullying you? What? We finna go up there at school. You finna beat his ass, and if you don't beat his ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. But no, I just feel like overall, like,
let's be accepting to everybody.
Yeah, I think
and let's stop calling little boys sassy.
I think, hey, if that's the case, one thing about it, like, man, y'all gotta step up and actually do y'all job as fathers, and then like women, y'all gotta actually let these fathers be fathers, and then fathers stop being deadbeats and stop playing around with your seed. But then it's like, mom, if you want to teach your kid, like single mothers can teach a lot of people like single mothers can't teach their son how to be a man. Single mothers, if they not heartbroken or they not on that toxic trauma filled stuff, they can really help. I think
in a sense of just like you can teach. I don't think you can teach a man how to be a man, because it's just certain things that as women we don't have that.
Y'all don't know.
But I do feel like in a sense of how to treat somebody like a woman good, a man. I think that's the only thing a woman can really teach a man. Like, okay, this is what I want in a man, so I'm gonna kind of groom my son to be that to a woman, because I never got it.
I wouldn't say groom, but that's
not groom, but like kind of treat you like this is how you supposed to court a woman correctly. So not groom, but I feel like that's like I don't know how to fucking change the tire, so I can't teach my son how to fucking change. Like I can eventually.
What will stop you? What's stopping you from learning how to change the tire?
Because I don't want to fucking learn how to. I'll call my daddy.
Oh my goodness!
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying in the sense of that it's just like certain shit that come natural to a fucking man that women can't like. Like we can condition ourselves to be like, okay, let me learn how to change this tire. That's
what I was just saying.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think it's like exactly I feel like, for instance, like relationship advice or stuff like that. Like you can't really tell a guy how to bring the sauce or how to be like just 100%. You can't really tell a little boy this how you talk to a woman.
And just like me having a conversation with my son, like me having a sex conversation with my son. Like it's not gonna be like, go out and fuck these bitches. I'm be like, whoa. I don't think you should wait. Like, but men have different conversations. So I feel like it is good to have a man in your life as a little boy, or like a mentor, or like a father figure, or something like that. But let's not fault single moms.
It's not. No, it's not. No, I'm not ever gonna do that. I'm never ever.
I'm just saying in general. Like I feel like black moms shouldn't get the stigma because they just fucking doing their best, and the man decided to run out.
That's not fair. Because
or you can abort.
Hey, but look, no,
your choice. Your body, your choice.
Your choice. But my choice for y'all is get it out of there.
It's not. I don't think it's not that. I do think that to raise a man, you do need a man in the boy's life. It don't have to be like it could be a single mom, but like my mom was a single mom for us, and she had me like around my uncles and stuff too.
Yeah.
I had like coaches in my life, male teachers. She purposely made my 4th grade teacher. She put me in his class because she wanted me to be around more men, like good men too. So, yeah, you can be a single mom and raise a man, but it is certain things that a woman can't tell a little boy. Like growing up in high school, I'd be around my coach. They talking like men around each other. This time, says my mom and aunties don't have like that. So it is a little different, like he said, but it's not down like knocking single moms at all.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but no, I'm just saying in a sense, I feel like black moms get a lot of slack of just like, oh, y'all, black moms, the reason why your sons are gay ain't because they don't. And I'm just like, how the hell is this the mom fault that the daddy ran out? Like, I was talking to this man. I've been a full-time single mom to my oldest, and I was in a relationship with my ex. And he was on some like, yeah, you need to be in contact with him and make him be a daddy. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it ain't nothing I can say to that man to make him come back, and he know that his kid been on the earth. So I feel like I was a little offended because I'm just like, do you think it's my fault that this nigga not in his goddamn life? Like,
Right.
no.
Yeah, that's just fucked up. I feel like a lot of single mothers get the
Kicked
blame.
him out.
No,
I'm like, no. I'm like, please, I need a motherfucking please.
No, no, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of single mothers get the blame for a lot of stuff that the daddy did, and I feel like that's not fair. I feel like they should actually, people need to listen and understand these mothers that's actually trying their best to do what they need to do for these boys, or even for the daughters. It's like, it just be hard out here, because like me personally, I got school, I got work, I got podcasts, I got life, and then just imagine me having a kid doing that by myself with nobody helping me. So I feel like I commend y'all, and I really do appreciate y'all, because without y'all, we wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, just appreciate y'all for sure, because mothers really try. But
Black
like,
moms
shout out to
up the black community, honestly.
shout out to the dads out there doing their thing too.
Period.
Like
we do have a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I tell people all the time, our generation of daddies do not play about their kids, and I can definitely, and I feel like our generation of men don't get enough credit because they literally are dads. They don't play that deadbeat shit, and they cut their friends off for it. So I really appreciate that like they literally are changing the, you know. So I love that for our generation because we didn't see that growing up, or be, you know, our grandparents.
No,
But like these daddies now don't play about them kids, and I love that.
Yeah, we was in the generation where the single mom household was a real thing.
Yeah. So like,
now,
yeah, breaking that chain is amazing. I love that.
Now we just have a bunch of blended families because everybody got 3 baby mamas, 10 baby daddies.
As long as it works.
But yeah,
them family units gonna be something else, ain't they?
Look, so what you say? Y'all want to follow up with the question we had this morning? I mean, this morning. My bad, y'all. Y'all want to follow up with the first question we actually had, the original question?
No. So the answer I have is no. I don't think a little boy can be sassy.
Yes. Yes, they can.
I think they can be feminine, but not sassy. I think sassy is a fucked up term to use.
If a little boy can be sassy, we just had a whole podcast of why do women call men sassy, and y'all was opposed to it. What's the difference from a little boy to a grown man, James?
Well, one, your answers for what a man being sassy for has nothing to do with what we just said.
No, because y'all made it general. Y'all was just like, we're talking about general. So I'm just saying, y'all think just like, why do grown men get called sassy? And so like, if y'all don't want to get called sassy, why do you?
If I came in with that blouse on, what would you think?
That's not the.
It matched my eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you want to wear.
We go out.
But no, you trying to talk around the conversation. The last pod was just like, why do men get called sassy? Now you was on y'all ate me up on the whole pod, and now you're here calling this little boy sassy.
Absolutely.
You don't want to get called sassy, so why would you call a little boy sassy?
Because if he's acting sassy, he's sassy.
So same thing apart from grown men. That was literally
but you said
literally my response just like,
what's the definition of sassy?
James, go ahead.
What's the definition of
the
sassy?
true definition? Hey Steve, pull it up.
No, what's your definition of sassy? And then we can look at the definition of sassy.
He ain't gonna say, he gonna read it.
Oh, it's feminine. I mean, I think it's feminine.
Sassy, go ahead, read it.
Lively, bold, and full of spirit. Period.
Cheeky.
No, it say lively.
It
bold,
says cheeky too. Yeah.
I don't see cheeky. Where's cheeky? What cheeky mean? What cheeky mean, James?
Sassy.
Yeah, lively, bold, just like gay mean happy. So.
Yep, sassy.
I feel like the boy is a kid. Like, if he want, but then that's one thing I want to say. I feel like that's really fucked up because like, y'all calling this little boy gay. Y'all calling Loyal gay. Y'all calling him like sassy. Y'all calling
I'm
him
not calling him gay. But
well, okay, not you. You called him sassy, but then the internet been calling the little boy gay. So it's like, I feel like if he was to come out right now and say, "Oh, I'm gay. I like boys," they gonna be they gonna be pissed off.
After they call him, it would be an uproar.
They gonna be so pissed. They gonna be like, "Baby needs to take his kid to full custody. They need to get."
If Jayda turned the little boy gay, it would be an uproar.
I feel like y'all call the boy gay. Y'all call him sassy. Y'all call him out his name. All this stuff. If he really wanted to come out and say, "I like boys," right now, they would be like, "He's too young to make those decisions. He's too young to think about that. He's too young." But y'all been putting
it on him.
So it's like,
I'm saying now. So if he was to grow up and be gay, everybody be like, "Well, we knew it."
If you're old enough to make that decision, yes, that's fine.
How old are you to be?
Once you're a teenager.
I just broke it down to you, James.
I don't care what you broke down.
Ain't no age for gay, bro. Ain't no age for straight. Ain't no age for.
You listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you're like a 4-year-old boy and you're into girls. So I'm not saying you're gay. I'm saying you're not even at that age where, okay, you know, I understand this is for women. I want to wear this. And I'm cool with the femininity, whatever, with that as a 4-year-old. That's what I'm saying. Now, as you get older, that's fine. If you do come out and that's your sexuality, that's fine as well. I'm saying once you're at the age where you just realize, okay,
let me ask this
question.
Is. Would you prefer a gay daughter or a gay son? And you can't opt out.
I don't care either
You can't
one.
opt out.
Either one could be gay. I'm for neither one. They both the same. They cool. Whatever they are. I have no problem with that.
Okay, would you prefer?
You're missing. I have no problem with my kids being gay. I'm saying I'm not just gonna be out here with my son in a dress.
Would you prefer? Okay, what if your daughter wants to like be a little tomboy and she just wants to wear Jordans and match daddy? That'd be okay.
Wearing Jordans don't make you a tomboy.
But what if she only she never wants to wear a dress? She just want to, because typically, with your argument, little girls wear dresses.
If she's a little 4 or 5-year-old girl,
and she's just like, no, daddy, I don't want to wear this dress. You would just be like, no, it's okay then.
I said, this is what little girls wear.
But then would you cave in and let her wear if she just like, no, hell no?
No.
You would force her to wear a dress?
Yeah, if she's a 4 or 5-year-old little kid, yes. If you let a little kid choose what they want to wear, they'll wear it. It don't even matter if it's a girl or boy. They'll just wear whatever the fuck they want to wear.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I lose the battle. Yeah. You want to wear that? Go ahead, babe.
We all have seen a little kid come out the crib. Was like, what happened? They dressed themselves.
Yeah, I let my.
Come on, let's be real.
I let my son with an Avenger costume. Go ahead, babe.
That little boy who was walking around in the Spider-Man outfit in the middle of July. Like, what's he doing?
That's his costume. He want to wear. But I think that's cool.
No, go take that shit off there.
I honestly think overall it just depends on your parenting and like how you gonna raise your kid. Everybody, you can't force nobody how to raise their kid what to do. But like, I think we summed it up perfectly. I think we got the point across. So y'all got something else y'all want to say?
Let's be more welcoming to everybody, guys.
Yeah, let's be welcoming. You know, you sassy. But,
oh my God!
Let's
support these kids and let's raise them up to the right race. Show them right from wrong and let them lead the way. What didn't Houston say? I believe the children are the future. Hey y'all, that's Wontowonpodcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. Man, much love, y'all.
If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed, stay 100, and you'll catch us next time on One-to-One Podcast.